How's it going, everybody? Bryan Alvarez here on Wrestling Observer Live. We are here every day, Monday through Friday, noon Pacific, 3 Eastern, Sundays, 3 Pacific, 6 Eastern, Saturday mornings with Jim Valley, 10 a.m. Pacific, 1 Eastern, Sundays with Andrew Zarian. And it is Wednesday here on the show. You know what that means? We got a lot to talk about here on Wednesday. Tonight is AEW Dynamite, and I actually have no idea what's on the show. Normally, I go through and I get a list of lineups, but I was gone all week, and I've not gotten my lineup. The only lineup I have is NXT and Dontaku, so I'll try and find out during the break what we got tonight. But last night was NXT, and Filthy Tom will take us through that show later on today. It was just a show. It might have even been all right, but I saw too much good wrestling over the weekend to watch multiple matches with 6 interference. The first match on NXT, I believe, had 6 interference spots in one match. And it just kept going all night. But we'll talk about that. We've also got a lot of news. We've got an update on Cody Rhodes' eye, which, as he notes, is the strangest good news he's ever heard. We've got all of the business notes from WrestleMania weekend. We have got more on the security or lack of security that plagued the MGM Grand. Old Ric Flair, that guy's going to be in the news today. He had a lot to say, and holy smokes. Yeah, so we'll tell you about that. Plus we have, what else do we... Oh, I see we've got an issue. Have you ever noticed that, like, every time the show starts, there's an issue? Well, I'll figure out Twitch here in a second, everybody. I apologize. We'll get that working here in a minute. WrestleMania, we got some ratings notes and more on Bianca Belair. Lots of stuff to talk about today. Back in a moment with more Observer Live. Just a quick note before this free video. If you click like and subscribe, I'd be very thankful. Well, we reviewed SmackDown yesterday, Tom, and you don't even get SmackDown. You're very, just, you know how you are.
Fine. Whatever. I don't care. Whatever.
That's your impression of me?
Yeah, that's my impression of you.
Wow.
So what are we, at least, I hope you at least watch a SmackDown main event.
I watched the entire show.
Okay, because there's a lot of people that still like your review, Tom.
I went on the board, and I saw like 2 people.
Yeah, do you go on Twitter?
Yeah, I do go on Twitter,
You read my emails?
I do go on
the
Twitter.
The text messages? I mean...
Do you go on Twitter? Because if you do,
yes.
You would have seen one of the greatest moments in world history.
In world history, really.
World history. Frank Tate walked away the victor of the fight, but he walked away an even bigger winner when it comes to life. This man completed what I would say is the best high five, the best dap up in the history of the galaxy. This man had his dog. His dog. And when I say dog,
barely a dog.
I mean D-O-G and D-A-W-G. This was a dog, baby. The dog was so proud. You can see just the elation in that dog's face. He threw that paw up. He let it hang for a few moments, and then he brought it down for the dap.
Tom's not even doing this justice. Everyone has seen a dog, like you put your hand out and the dog like puts his paw up to shake hands. This freaking dog goes, ah, ha-bah! Like, what? That was more than a high five. I don't even know what you would even term that. He dunked. He dunked that man.
30 million views on this clip. And that is about 1/10 of what it should have. So if you haven't seen it, you deserve it. Treat yourself. Go to my Twitter. Watch Frank Tate high five his dog.
No, he did not high five his dog.
The dog high fived him.
His dog high fived him. Yes. He just wanted like a, just boom. And this dog was like, no way, brother. You knock that man out. I'm going to give you a big time dunking high five from way up high. You go high five, up high, down low, too slow. This was an up high. Guy should have pulled his hand away.
It's the best thing you've ever seen.
Man, too slow, Joe. Yeah, it was pretty good. Not going to lie. I liked it. Back on the show, Bryan Alvarez here, Wrestling Observer Live. We're back. Philly Tom is joining us here today. Looks like he's in a wonderful mood this morning. What's going on, Tom?
Not too much.
What's
trying
up?
To recover. I'm trying to recover from a long week. Still.
How'd you like that worst show of a WrestleMania weekend?
Certainly not the worst show of WrestleMania weekend. Far too entertaining for that. So they put out some false information.
Oh yeah,
as
what's
did
that?
you.
About how many beers you drank that night?
Oh, yeah, that is actually a very wrong number that you put
Oh really?
out there.
What was the actual number?
I had 4 beers, and we were there for probably 4 hours.
Are
How
you
long did the show
sure
go
about
on?
that?
Yes, I'm 100% positive because
Okay.
I know, I know exactly how many I had.
Well, how many did I say?
You said 7.
Oh well.
I had 4 beers.
Might have got that
okay?
from Vinny.
I had 4 beers. 2, if you want to count the ones I bought for other people, 2 were for Vinny. Okay, so we're up to 6. 1
So you did buy?
You said I drank.
I meant buy.
1, no, shut up. That's not what you meant. 1 for Spider Nate Webb, who was oddly enough at the bar drinking, but did not go to the show.
Didn't know there was a show taking place.
And he did not even bother to go upstairs and watch when he did. And then also, I bought a beer for Sturdy Sal while the match was going on.
While he was in the middle
while
of
he was
the-
in the 5-5, 45-minute Iron Man match. I believe
Which actually went over 2 hours and 30 minutes, I believe.
No, it was 2 hours and 10 minutes. I don't
Well,
care
no,
what
I was
they
trying to
say.
find you because the match ended and you had the timer and I couldn't find you, so we don't know the actual legitimate time.
Well, it was certainly not over 2 hours, 45 minutes. So.
I don't know, man. I don't
There you
know.
go.
You lose track of time. Well, how'd it go on the wing challenge? Anything else? We don't know what
Oh,
happened
the
Mania
wing
weekend. Why don't
challenge.
you,
Good Lord. Royce and I go to this place. We've been searching
Without me,
high
by the
and
way.
low. High and low. What?
without me, I might add.
Listen, you want to play this game? You want,
Sure.
This is what you want to do? You're messaging me the night before. Oh, man, I wish Royce was here. You and Royce should be here. I got the tastiest beef ribeye bone
What do
rib
you
you've
want
ever
me
had
to
in your
do?
life. Leave me alone?
Get out of here, you idiot. God.
So the next day, Royce and I have been searching high and low for the last year so he could redeem himself in the eyes of not only the fans, but more importantly, in your eyes, Brian. And you made no effort to even show up whatsoever. We go to the restaurant at Resorts World, the Doghouse,
Brother.
which has been, no. Let me talk. The Doghouse, which has been promoting this challenge for years and years. It's 60 wings and some tater tots, 20 minutes, and we were well prepared to do this challenge. We get there, and the lady goes, "Oh, whoa! I don't even know if we do that anymore. I don't see it on the menu." So she goes, "Let me talk to the chef." So she goes in the
chef.
back. She goes in the back. She comes out. She very somberly shakes her head. She goes, "We got a new chef, and he took it off the menu. Says we can't do it anymore." And I'm like, hold on. You got tater tots on the menu. I could see people eating them. You got 60 wings in the back. I know that's a fact. You don't have a clock? Is that the issue? What are we doing here? So Royce and I spend our time, take about 20 minutes, argue. It's mostly arguing back and forth between, do we go do this? I wanted to do a heat challenge. I was dead set. Like, I can eat the hottest pepper tough it out for 20 minutes, and then barf my brains out afterwards and go home and take the glory. But Royce, he wants to prove his volume eating. So we decide to go to Sicky's Garage, which is in Town Square, Las Vegas. It's like a strip mall, shopping mall place. And we sit down and we order this thing, and it's 5 burgers. One of the burgers is a cheeseburger with donuts as the buns. 2 of them are they're burgers with grilled cheese as the buns. So it's like a grilled cheese sandwich on each side. There's one with pulled pork on it. There's chicken tenders in there and a mound of fries. Well, I get about, 20 minutes in, and I'm like, look, this ain't happening. I knew it wasn't happening going into it, but I was there for moral support for my boy Royce. And, well, once again, without getting into too much of the gory details, he failed.
Tom, first off,
he failed.
Royce doesn't need to redeem himself in my eyes. I was very proud of him last year when he almost finished that pizza. That's number 1. Number 2, you're going to get on me because you booked the eating contest head-to-head with WrestleMania, which was the entire reason I went to Las Vegas. What do you want me to do? Do a watch party at Wingstop? Anyway, I'm sure you guys ate well.
And then,
and there's more.
To top it off, no, I slept for like 12 hours. I missed Vinny V's karaoke bash.
You did disappear. I was trying to find you on Sunday night.
I got invited to a wedding.
Yes.
And I couldn't make it.
There's always next time.
I'm pathetic. Yeah, nice joke. Good one. And then the next morning I wake up and I get a message from you.
Yeah.
Hey, sorry. We're not going to be able to do a day trip today. Like, what the hell are you even talking about? What? When did we ever even agree to do a day? I'm going to do a day trip. Hold on. I'm going to do a day trip while you have me scheduled to run Observer Live.
Bro,
so you're trying to guilt trip me?
Hold on a second. Oh,
man, sorry.
You're an idiot.
Sorry, man. We're just not going to have the time this time while I schedule you to work.
Hey, listen. I did 6 shows over Vegas weekend, okay? I love all of the listeners to Wrestling Observer Live, okay? But if you and I would have been able to drive to Area 51, there would have been a replay on Monday.
It takes 2 hours.
I wouldn't have even thought twice about it, okay? Like, I didn't hear from you Sunday. Figure you may as well be dead. So, I texted on Monday. Sorry I want to hang out with you, Tom. I'll make sure not to make that mistake again. Don't worry. God. Guilt trip you. Get out of here. Did you watch any of WrestleMania?
I did. I watched all of it.
Yeah?
If I covered the entire show on Monday for the entire show on Monday. But hey, I can't blame you for not listening to it live.
Don't get on me for this one, you idiots. Don't get on me. Hey, listen, is there any good news? Did you have any fun over the weekend besides eating?
Bloodsport's dead.
Bloodsport is dead. A great moment when I sat down next to you to say hi, right as he's announcing that. And you went, what? Right into the headset when you were supposed to be quiet. Yeah. You know, people want you and me to start a Bloodsport.
Those people are idiots.
We could call it pride.
I will tell you one thing.
Yeah.
Because I have been tagged on tweets on X or whatever it is from people. There will not be a Tom Lawler's Bloodsport. I can assure you that.
That's too bad.
No, it's not.
Too bad.
No, it's fine.
It's
absolutely not too bad.
You'd rather watch NXT every week than your own Bloodsport? We'll get to NXT here, everybody, after a while.
Know what, Brian? You know what movie I have never watched in my entire life?
Don't you dare, Tom Lawler! Don't you dare say no.
It's
Don't you dare say that you've never watched Bloodsport.
I can pull up. I know I have a copy here.
You've got to be kidding me.
I have never once watched that movie, nor do I have any desire to.
Oh my God. Tom, I'm flying down tonight.
I have it here. Somebody else was so aghast at this that they gave me the double set DVD that has Bloodsport.
There's a double set? Oh, my God.
Yeah, it's Bloodsport and Emmanuel.
We're going to be back after a break. I'm done. Observer Live. Just a quick note before this free video. If you click like and subscribe, I'd be very thankful.
Happy birthday, dear Granny.
Happy birthday, Granny. Happy 95th birthday.
Thank you.
You got balloons behind you as well, Vinny. People can't really see them.
No.
They think it might just be your hump. But it's very festive
I
day
should not
today.
laugh at that. That's a horrible insult that you just gave
Yeah,
me.
you laughed. It was a good one.
But it was funny.
Happy birthday!
Okay.
Happy birthday, Granny.
Thank you.
Yeah. Okay, you guys, I don't even know what you just said. Okay, go.
Bye, girls. Close the door, please. Rob Wanska, a top fan. That granny is one of a kind. If you cannot see that, you're blind. Whether she's knitting a quilt or giving Brian some guilt, she's the greatest old gal that you'll find.
Who was that?
Producer
That was
Rob.
Rob.
Producer Rob?
Yeah.
Fine
like
job,
that.
Rob.
He has talent?
Thank you,
Great.
Rob.
Wow.
This is Mariah May versus Anna J. Anna has a problem. Her top seems to want to drop down. She has to keep pulling it up. Mariah pins Anna for the win. I think Anna just gave up due to the fact that her wardrobe was malfunctioned.
That's what happened?
Yeah.
Wow.
Well, if they wore decent clothes, it'd be better.
Hmm.
Those T-straps are ridiculous.
Those what?
T-straps. Don't you know what a T-strap
No,
is?
I do not know what a T-strap
I don't think
is.
there's a T-strap in Brian's closet, Granny.
No.
I don't know.
T-strap. Oh, a thong? Why don't you say a thong?
A what?
Never mind. You don't know what a thong is?
No.
Why are we having this conversation?
What part of the body is it on?
Does it go on the
woman.
top or the bottom?
On your
Butt?
butt. Yep.
Okay.
Granny had to be very careful. So it's a thong.
Why are we having this conversation?
According to the Old Testament of the Bible, who is the father of both Isaac and Ishmael?
Job.
Abraham.
Wrong.
Oh, really?
Abraham.
I just.
Did you say that?
Yes, he
I'm so-
did.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. You're right.
Yeah.
I just didn't hear you.
Well, Granny, I hope you had a happy birthday today.
I had to.
Hey, we got a special present for you. You are officially being inducted, yes, into the Hall of Awesome.
It's about time.
Yes. You know what that is,
Oh,
Granny?
Wait a minute. Wait a minute. I want everybody to see this. How can I show it?
Clearly, Granny is really excited about being inducted into the Hall of Awesome. She's busy showing off her trophy.
Is that an old gray mare trophy?
It's got a horse on it for some reason. Filthy Tom and I here, Observer Live. I wasn't going to start with this for news, but did you see this Tiffany Stratton quote about Brock Lesnar?
I did.
Okay, can someone
There's a
someone
lot of
translate?
There's a lot of quotes I think we might need to talk
Oh, we will
about.
today. Fear not. So she says,
I like how you skipped right past it, huh?
What? I can't even talk about this, Tom. We won't even get the show done today. Like, stop. That's another... Tom has never watched Bloodsport, everybody. And the 2-disc set is Bloodsport and Time Cop. Brother, you can skip Time Cop. But you gotta watch that Bloodsport. I've watched it, like, multiple times with Vinny. And reviewed it over and over again.
What?
Oh, yeah. We have rewatched and reviewed Bloodsport, I think, multiple times.
Did you ever review Battle Dome?
No. Can I get to Tiffany's quote here? Because we got news before your
Sure.
NXT report. Just someone please translate this.
This is big news.
Well, it's just someone translate. I said it wasn't a big story. I just want to know what she's talking about.
She's a fan. That's it.
No, she said, when I saw Brock unlace his boots, I almost shed a tear. I was sad for him. He looked like he started crying a little bit, too. He's just a boy. It's his first time living, too. So hopefully it's not his last match. What? Can I just read that one more time?
Hold on. These are both quotes that are undeniably true. Are you saying that she's wrong? Brock Lesnar is a boy, and Brock Lesnar is living for the first time. He never died and came back.
Well, we don't know that for sure. I mean, after dark, we cover a lot of topics, but I was sad for him. He looked like he started crying a little bit, too. He's just a boy. It's his first time living, too. What does that mean? Okay, now let's talk about... Well, first we'll talk about Cody. So, Cody on Instagram stories tweeted this. Quote, "You won't lose the eye," end quote, has to be the most positive yet absurd thing I've ever heard in a doctor's office. So apparently that's the update. He won't lose his eyeball. That's good news.
Well, you could lose an eyeball and still end up in a 6-way Intercontinental title ladder match at WrestleMania. It happened to Rey Mysterio. It's not the end of your career.
I'm not sure he actually lost the eye. I believe it was pulled out and reinserted. Right? You guys remember that story of the eye for the eye match?
It's preposterous.
Okay, so they did an eye for an eye match with Rey Mysterio, and I don't remember who it was.
I think it was Seth Rollins.
It doesn't even matter.
It was
Seth.
It was Seth because he barfed at the end of it. That was the culmination.
So Vince McMahon went to all of this expense to get this really advanced prosthetic eyeball, with the ligaments or whatever to the eye.
This was his magnum opus. This was the last good thing he did.
No, but hold on. It's actually worse, Tom. He had the whole thing made, and then at the last second he chickened out, so he never saw it. I'm like, come on, buddy. That's what happened.
So stupid.
It was stupid.
Oh my God.
It was like that exploding barbed wire match with Moxley and Omega, which went awry, but that went awry on accident. This was the guy just chicking out. Oh, I guess it's too much. And we had the I'll talk about WWE business, but let's talk about Flair because that's all everyone's talking about.
Speaking of Tiffany Stratton's ex-boyfriend,
Ric Flair says he was not allowed to attend last year's WrestleMania, never received a call back about this year because of something involving Tiffany Stratton. So at the time, Tiffany was dating Ludwig Kaiser, okay? Ric Flair told Ariel Helwani, "I threatened to beat up Tiffany Stratton's husband last year, and I wasn't allowed to go. A 24-year-old kid being threatened by a 76-year-old man, and I can't go to WrestleMania? Are you kidding me? That English kid," he said, "he's going to go so far in wrestling as a gnat. He'll be a fly on the wall in a year," he said. They had that thing where Tiffany made a smart remark about Ashley's divorces, which we both know she's not smart enough to have written. Somebody gave her the script. And I went, "Okay, I need your number." I got it, which I can get anybody's number I want any minute of the day. And I called him. He called Kaiser. I said, "Hey, when I see you, I'm going to beat the S out of you." So he went like a little bee, told Hunter, and I wasn't allowed to go. And then he said, "Where is he? Where is he now? Is he even on the roster?" And Ariel told him he was in Mexico. And Flair said, "I'm sure he is. I hope he stays." Then he goes, "There should be a red carpet for me. A red carpet to the front row. That's how I feel about it. With my contributions in this business, the work that I put in hours and hours trying to make wrestling something that it is today, I got to have problems with politics. Give me a break. I'm not mad at anybody. I understand it's politics now. It's too much politics and not enough wrestling. That's what he said. Then he put over Vince. Because, I mean, why not at this point? He said they should all be thanking Vince. Everybody. This is from the fans that chanted, "Thank you, Vince," at the Hall of Fame. Everybody in the world that likes wrestling should be thanking Vince. He was asked if he was in contact with McMahon recently. No, I have not. I feel like there's so much that's going on, I would be wasting his time. He knows how I feel about him. He lent me $800,000, and unlike what people portray, it was not for the IRS. It was helping me get through 3 divorces at one time. And the thing of it is, they hate hearing this. I paid him back every dime. When he called me, said I can write this off, I paid him back because I didn't want to let him down. So there you go. He says Rodman wanted him to induct him, and then they didn't call him back.
Did you see the portion of the interview where he said the Undertaker used to get him in trouble drinking?
Oh, is that right?
Times, and he lost so many Rolexes. One night he woke up the next morning and he said, "What happened to where's my Rolex?" And they said, "Rick, last night you threw it in a bowl of spaghetti."
Huh. How about that?
Dude.
Yes.
I mean, listen, there's a lot of talk about wrestling, like the indies being dead. But if I had any budget to book a match, I'd be trying to book a Ric Flair versus Ludwig Kaiser street fight.
Oh, yeah?
Oh, my God. Could you imagine?
Should talk about more of the security
Be
issues.
as good as you versus Sean Ross Sapp.
Fightful Select, coincidentally,
Had
had
a
story here where they talked to several WWE stars about security. Several wrestlers responded to Fightful with, quote, "What security?" Source claimed the fans crossed the boundaries. Another wrestler claimed to believe that things were worsening because of the sky-high ticket prices. The wrestler believes that the fans are no longer financially accessible, or the things are no longer financially accessible to fans who want to meet them and normally would pay for meet and greets. Therefore, they are getting aggressive. A lot of fans use their kids to get us to sign things. If they don't, they put phones in our face and guilt trip us. It's WrestleMania. There are wrestling fans in town. What do people expect? So anyway, I did also ask a bunch of people yesterday about this whole thing because someone, one of my ex-subscribers, I think it was, they said, like, was it this bad last year? Because WrestleMania was in Vegas last year as well. And so it's 2 years in a row. This year was, like, really crazy. And so they asked, was it this bad last year? And essentially, I did get a couple of those, like, what security responses? But you know what was interesting was most of the people I talked to did not blame security, okay? They weren't pleased with the lack of security, but they were not blaming security. They were just blaming the fans. They said these fans, like this year, for some reason, they're just way more brazen, way more disrespectful. It was like, yeah, it was a problem with security. There wasn't enough security, but like, by blaming security, you're taking blame away from these fans who, like, were just wild this year. I mean, they were, yeah, exactly what this guy says. Rude, disrespectful, like getting in people's faces, taking pictures of people in the bathroom, like following people around. I mean, I was given the impression, like, the fans this year were way worse than the fans last year. Why that was? I don't know. Obviously, you know, it wasn't all of the fans, but, like, you know, if you're getting mad at people blaming the fans, like, you need to go online and see some of these videos and stuff. I mean, it's like there were some very, very disrespectful fans, and I don't know. Yes, stuff like this does give the good fans a bad rap, which sucks, because, like, 98% of the fans over Mania weekend were awesome. It's probably even less than 2%. Probably like 1% crossed the line. But there were some really problematic fans this weekend. So, yeah. Did you have to deal with any of that, Tom?
No, everybody that I ran into was very, very nice, to be fair.
Same with me.
Honestly, I'm trying to think and draw like parallels with the big UFC events I've been on. because the fans know where the fighters stay as well, just like they know the wrestlers, and like it just doesn't happen. I don't know. I don't know what was up. You know what? If they would have pulled that with me, I would have beat the ass out of them, like they were Ludwig Kaiser.
Back in a moment with the NXT Report, Observer Live. Just a quick note before this free video. If you click like and subscribe, I'd be very thankful. Granny, how are you feeling?
I'm good. Set up an exercise program.
What kind of exercise are you doing?
Well, for one thing, just sitting.
I got that one down.
Kick my
Sounds like
feet.
my exercise program.
Your exercise is just sitting.
Who was the most inspiring person you have ever met?
Granny of late.
Fair enough, yeah.
Yeah.
I got nothing better.
I'll have to say myself.
Okay.
What's the best part about having a massive heart attack?
Not dying, I guess.
There you go. Good answer.
Jeez, what a question.
Which vegetable would you send to outer space for aliens to try?
Broccoli.
How
was
do you
a
have that so quickly?
ridiculously fast answer.
You've thought about this before.
It was at WrestleMania, the one in Phoenix. I can't remember which one.
I gotta go. I have to sneeze.
Okay.
Bye.
Okay, bye, Granny. Granny laid on the guilt trip to end all guilt trips. Sorry, I wrote. Forgot we going 30 minutes late. And then you began. Gee, thanks. 30 minutes late. Was not told. Aggravating. I guess my time doesn't mean anything. Jeez.
Wow.
Golly. You happy, Granny? You made me so angry. You're over there snickering, laughing at what you've done. God.
Good.
You're going to have a heart attack
Anything
like
else?
Granny.
Yeah.
Goody.
Goody, goody, she says. The news of you having a...
What
Cardiac
medication
arrest.
did they give you? To make the heart blacker? You enjoying yourself, quietly giggling over there? All right, Granny. What have you got today?
Nothing.
All right, we'll see you later.
You better have something after all that.
Liv Morgan versus Ray Ripley. Just recently.
That's the date.
You told me that you watched CM Punk and Drew and didn't watch any more of the show, but this was on the show.
I know. I watched this one. Because I wanted to see what happened with Dominic. In which Midwestern city did rapper Eminem grow up?
Detroit.
Eminem?
8 Mile.
Okay, we had a new segment. Granny reads rapper names. That's
Eminem.
I am an M.
Eminem.
Eminem.
Yep.
Eminem.
Ryan Adams covered an entire Taylor Swift album. What is the name of that album?
Ryan Adams.
1989.
Yeah.
That's the right answer, dum-dum.
Excuse me.
Okay, now I'll quit picking on Brian and go away.
Thanks, Granny. Back in the show, Bryan Alvarez here, Wrestling Observer Live. Does anyone care about WrestleMania business, or should we let Dave do that tonight? All right. Tom, let's do NXT.
I mean, I certainly don't care. NXT on the CW network. The show opened with Miles Bourne taking on Dion Lennox for the North American title. They went right after each other at the bell. There's interference all over the place from Dark State. Yeah, it allowed Lennox to take control of the match. It continued during the heat. Finally, at the end, Miles started making a comeback. Or this wasn't even at the end. They started making a comeback, but Dion gave him a blue thunder bomb on the steps, which is like, that should just end the match. But, you know, it went on. They went back and forth with fisticuffs as Bourne made his comeback. Saquon tried to call some sort of play for Dark State, and there was interference, confusion. This led to Bourne pushing Lennox into Saquon Sugars, hitting the Bourne again. He got the win, retained the North American title, as a secondary storyline seemingly to the breakup of Dark State.
You know, I thought this match was like all right, but there were six separate interference spots in this match. Not on the show, everybody. Remember that TNA show that I buried because there were like a referee gimmick in like 5 or 6 of the matches? In this one match, there were 6 interference spots. I was just like, I watched too much good wrestling this weekend to sit through a House of Torture match on NXT. Not my jam. Didn't like it.
We then had Jackson Drake in a show-long storyline that is...
Loved it.
Yeah, me too.
Actually, love this.
Well, it's also like... I love the pairing that they ended up with, even though I am set up to hate these guys. Jackson Drake swiped right on some hottie, apparently.
A, quote, smoking hot blonde.
Blake Monroe gave him the go-ahead to meet up with this hottie across the street ahead of Blake's casket match against Tatum Paxley tonight. So even though Blake Monroe is going to have her big blow-off, she said, you know what, Vanity Project, go ahead. And, like, later on, the other guys join him. Like,
okay.
Man,
So
I don't want to throw myself under the bus, but this is very much like something that I would have done in college, my college days. Like you show up and you like spy on your buddy who's on some date.
So the story is, I just got to tell this story. Jackson Drake, the bar is apparently across the street, okay? So he goes across the street to meet this smoking hot blonde, all right? So after he leaves, there's a segment with Tatum Paxley and
Shiloh Hill.
and Shiloh the hacker. And Shiloh reveals...
I have never fallen in love with a character as much as I have the Shiloh Hill.
Shiloh reveals... No, I've fallen in love with Jackson Drake. He was a hero on the show.
Oh, they're both good.
But he reveals that he's the one that hacked the phone, and so there is no smoking hot blonde. So Jackson Drake, he goes across the street to the bar, and they, you know, a little later they go back and he's all sad. He goes, I can't believe it. I've been stood up. And the other 2 geeks are like, it's all right, man. You know, we'll live to love another day. If LeBron can take an L, he says I can. And so up walks not a smoking hot blonde, but a gigantic buff brunette who I believe they had the name later.
I think her real name was Bailey, if I remember correctly, but I don't remember what her gimmick name was. She was on LFG.
Micah. Micah was the gimmick name. So Micah shows up and says, are you alone? And they cut away. So they go to a couple of other matches, and then they go back, and, like, Micah and Jackson Drake are still hanging out together. And Jackson Drake is like, yeah, what do you do? And Micah goes, I'm a mortician's assistant. And Jackson Drake is like, what? Micah goes, I dissect dead bodies. You should see what I can do with these hands. And Jackson Drake's eyes get wide. He goes, that's kind of hot. And so he goes, I've never been so happy to be stood up. And Micah looks at the phone and he goes, you know, you weren't stood up. That's an AI bot. And Jackson goes, what? Damn it, I know who did this. And so Micah goes, want to go to dinner? Jackson Drake's like, yeah. Now the other 2 geeks, they went in on this. Jackson's like, no, this one's mine. But they insist on going. And so they start to leave, and like some idiot in the bar walks by, and Mike just goes, bam, and punches this guy. And Jackson goes, that's hot. And he turns around to the guys, he goes, it's mine. I was dying during this segment. He was so good. This Jackson Drake, like, where'd this guy come from? I mean, it was like 3 months ago he was on an ID deal, doing stuff in Evolve.
I think these guys came from Beyond.
Dude, wherever they came from, it is a revelation. It is the best thing right now, especially because I've called up pretty much everybody else now. It's like down to Ricky Saints and these 3 guys are the highlight of this program. This was incredible.
Dude, what? Her gimmick name is just Micah?
I think so.
Like, this is killing me because Bailey Humphrey is her real name?
I don't know, man. It said Mike on the show.
Okay, so also Saquon begged Stone backstage to give Dark State another chance. We saw that's where we saw this catfishing thing by Shiloh Hill, and we can also get to Saquon and Dark State now because I don't think that they play a role in the rest of the show. But later on, Saquon goes to the rest of Dark State and he's like, I talked to Stone and Dark State's going to be back on top. I got us a rematch. And Lennox is like, oh, great. I'm going to get the title. Finally, like I wanted. And Saquon's like, nah, sorry. Stone said it couldn't be you. It had to be me.
Yeah.
The title shot. And Lennox goes, he really said that?
Well, it makes no sense
No.
because Saquon goes, he okayed the rematch.
It makes perfect sense.
Well, it
in the
does,
mind
but
of
this isn't a
Saquon
rematch
turning
is
on
my
him.
point.
It is if they're all Dark State, like Lennox has been
I
saying,
see.
right?
All right.
So, using it against them. We then had the the empty vessel of flesh of Joe Hendry being fed to
Oh,
Keanu
my
Carver.
God.
Joe Hendry comes out, the crowd's singing his song. They make no big fanfare about it. And then Keanu Carver comes out, and I'm just like, this guy's going to get killed. He's going to get murdered by Keanu Carver. This is a setup. This is a put-up job.
Oh, it was all right.
Yeah. Keanu Carver mutilated this guy's carcass, ran him over as he was making his comeback. This shoulder tackle or whatever he hit him with was not as good as the one from Kelly Armstrong. Not even close, but it was good enough to lay out Joe Hendry. Then he laid into him with some Timu Dragunov style H-bombs and got the TKO stoppage over Joe. Does Booker T still believe in Joe Hendry? I believe. You better believe in Keanu Carver, buddy.
All I know is it's funny how sometimes it's like, oh, man, we can't possibly beat this person on their way to the main roster. And then we have a show like this where they just beat everybody on the way out. Whatever.
They beat him. He got
Squashed
murdered.
him.
He got murdered.
He was a nerd.
Lizzie Rain is heavy metal, baby, and she's coming to NXT.
Yeah.
I
And
know.
we have an Izzy Dame and a Lizzie Rain. Are we really?
We could go after this, I think, for a lot more than just them.
That's why EK Prosper got a new name. Because we had an LA Knight and an Eli Knight. Now we have an Izzy Dame and a Lizzie Rain.
Yeah. She seems like she'd be like right up Craig's alley.
Yeah.
But I really think she's gonna be more of a Vinny kind of gal. If you know what I'm saying.
I do.
Because I don't. Lexis King took on your boy EK Prosper for the now cursed speed title in a 5-minute time limit match, which of course is longer than the normal matches, even though it's speed. King went for the coronation on the apron, but Prosper backdropped him out of it onto the edge. It looked awful. Prosper ran up to the top, did a great moonsault onto all of the Birthright. Ariana Grace slapped him. Prosper took out Stacks and Connors on the floor, got in the ring, ate the super kick, and then Lexis King followed it with the coronation. And your new WWE Speed Champion in the year of your Lord 2026, Lexis King.
Correct. I thought this match was all right. But
yeah, it was
again,
fine. It was good.
We had multiple interference spots in 2 out of the 3 matches on this show, including a 5-minute speed match. Maybe we could ease up a little bit, you know?
I've been a fan of Lexis King largely since there was that match he had with Dr. Wagner Jr.,
Yeah.
where they were talking about how great Wagner Jr. was, and he was awful, and Lexis King was fantastic.
Got in good shape, too.
And he's the mouthpiece for the Birthright, if you
Yeah.
haven't noticed. He's the guy that they have front and center. So Tatum Paxi took on Blake Monroe in this casket match for the North America title. Both women ended up in it after Blake gave her a knee strike, but the referees waved it off as having no winner. Blake slapped Tatum around as she laughed at her. Tatum gave Blake a Spanish fly off the casket. That looked terrible for both ladies. Blake gave her a glamour shot DDT on the floor, closed the casket. Or so she thought, because the fake North American title that's been gifted to her was caught in between the lid. This
That
is a good
was
spot.
so dumb.
Oh, this
Come
was good.
on.
What?
The
It wasn't
lid isn't
was
closed
it?
because there's a
It wasn't.
belt in the middle. Oh, it's ridiculous. It's ridiculous.
Brian,
It's like getting thrown out of the Royal
it's a
Rumble and
casket
landing on a
match.
pancake.
Oh, this is ridiculous.
Come on.
That's get out of here. That's way worse of a spot. Anyways, Blake broke out the cubic zirconia at best, but Tatum gave it a
No, that was
cemetery
definitely a good. I guess diamonds nowadays aren't much. It's possible.
Diamonds are forever, but Blake's fake title reign was not. Tatum Paxley put her in the casket and won. Lola Vice.
I wonder if she's on the way to the main roster.
I don't. Lola Vice was interrupted by Izzy Dame, who led the culling out amongst boos from the crowd. They went back and forth before Izzy told her she's going to find out that the culling is always 2 steps ahead. Then Vance distracted Lola, and Izzy laid her out, posed over her with the title. Later on, Lola said she's got some friends coming. Who's it going to be? Damian Priest and R-Truth?
Could be. I don't know who her friends are.
That's my guess. Maybe not. Probably just OTM. Birthright interview. Lexus King said he's the fastest man alive. And they will face off with
Well,
Dorian,
technically, he's
Dorian
a champion
Van
of
Dukes.
speed, so.
And we had a Kendall Gray NXT Chronicle, which I know you'd love to talk about.
Man, that was just awesome. It's like,
Sure was.
I can make fun of NXT for a lot of different things, but if there's one thing they do great, it is video packages and personality profiles, and you feel like you know everybody on the roster. There's nobody on the roster except maybe the butt guy, and even we know that he likes butts, but, I mean, you always know something about everybody, and I thought they did a great job just talking about her amateur career and Vegas and scars she'd gotten from wrestling and dogs, and someone can talk. Let me tell you. I like this a lot.
Ricky Saints beat up Shiloh Hill. Someone sent Tony D a box with some Japanese writing on it. And Keanu Carver came in. Tony D goes, "Was this you?" And I'm like, what in this situation would possibly make you think that Keanu Carver sent you a small wooden box with Japanese writing on it? What?
Hey, maybe he's a fan.
Hey, the sharks are circling. Tony D better watch out because I got a feeling things are going to go dark and become very evil.
Back with the main event, Observer Live. Just a quick note before this free video. If you click like and subscribe, I'd be very thankful. It is the annual Christmas show. We have Big Vinny V as always, who's wearing a hat.
Can confirm.
Sean is here as always. He is not festive at all.
I forgot my hat.
Granny is here. Granny, what's going on?
Hello.
Craig is here, not festive at all.
Yep.
And we have Filthy Tom. Oh boy. Should we do shots now?
No.
I think I should probably watch this for a second. Oh my god. Granny is doing a joyride.
I thought they were going to be here.
A box of tissues. Clearly that was for Vinny.
Scotty's.
How dare you? Yeah!
Who is this? My guest?
Hey, Brian, how you doing?
John in Memphis is on the air and he is hammered. I'm a cool guy, right? I'm invited to the barbecue. God damn it!
Merry Christmas!
I got sober up for this call.
Yes.
That's a girl.
Oh, is this Harley Cameron? I love you.
No, I even
I
put on the
love you.
American accent.
It is? All right, everyone shut up.
Hold on.
You are the most talented performer in the entire business.
Yes, man.
What are you doing in pro wrestling?
First of all, you've been far too generous and kind, and I appreciate you.
I don't think I've ever seen Vinny that happy before.
Bro. Ladies and
Yeah, I'm
gentlemen,
gonna open a prison.
welcome to the show today here with Filthy Tom Waller and the Goon Squad.
Tom, what are you doing?
I gotta pee.
Well, go pee then. Don't do it on air.
Hola,
Way to go.
Hola?
¿cómo estás?
Is this the Beast Mortos? Yes!
That could not go any better.
The Beast Mortos is here on the air. Beast, how you doing? He sounds very agitated, Vinny.
I'm starting to get the feeling this is not a live call with the Beast Mortos.
The beast is short-circuited. No!
Yes! That's the moon!
¿Cómo estás?
What is happening?
Hello, Brian.
Is this Don Callis?
Rob is using the Meltzer star rating for his urinal visits. Just so you know, I'm 7 stars, baby.
Ah!
So that's it.
If it's 7 stars, I want to see it.
What? All right. What a main event.
Man. She okay?
Actually, apparently, Soul is totally fine. She managed to fall. They had 2 tables set up, and she was supposed to take a bump off the crow's nest and go through both tables. Of course, it's NXT, so she only went through 1 table, and it looked like her head was basically decapitated by the second table. But amazingly, when she fell, like she had her arms up like this, and her arms are what hit the other table, and apparently her head never touched it. So Soul is apparently totally fine, although it looks like she is dead. Yeah.
It looked awful.
Horrible.
And, you know, even worse was what happened right before the finish, because Soul is beating up Zarya. Soul went up to the top with the intention of putting Zarya through these 2 tables. She beats her up on the crow's nest, has the chance. Zarya's falling. She's going to lose. But they're in such a heated rivalry. Soul grabs her by the arm, pulls her back in. They embrace, they hug. And then Zarya made a mean face. And Brian, I want you to remember, because this is what I'm going to do to you one day. We're going to hug. I'm going to make that mean face. And then I'm going to push you to your demise.
Why are you threatening me with death at the end of this show? You've also never hugged me in your life, so
I want you to rescind the amount of beers that you claim
Christ.
I drank.
Tom drank 4 beers, everyone, but he did buy 7. Are you happy now?
It's about 8. You didn't listen to me at the beginning of the show, did you? That's what I figured.
I try so hard.
Anyways, guys, it's been a great show. Filthy Tom Waller here with his good buddy Bryan Alvarez, who would rather hang out with furries.
Oh, would you shut up? You are the worst friend. God. Yeah, let's make sure that every time I invite you to something, you're like, oh, well, your thing is at 10? I got to be at Bloodsport by 3. I don't think I can make it. Oh, you want to do the eat thing? I'll do it right during the second night of WrestleMania. That'll be a great time for you to attend. Come on. We'll talk to you next time, everybody. Wrestling Observer Live.